Hey guys, what's going on? We're back with another Master Duels video. Today I'll be showcasing you the best deck to grind the Extra Zero Festival with, or the X Zero Festival with. This is Adventurer Benkei. Adventurer Benkei is better than regular Benkei because you get to do your quest along the side, your missions, because you have to special summon monsters. You don't special summon any monsters if you're running regular Benkei. But I did run a regular Benkei because I didn't have the full Adventurer engine, but this is the deck that you should run, and I'll also go through the gameplay of generally how to play. I didn't get any good gameplay with the Adventurer engine, but the Adventurer engine is really simple. If you somehow, if you go first, you usually want to go to Adventurer engine to get that Omni Negate plus 2k defense on the two monsters that have 2k plus defense, aka your Adventurer token and your Griffin Wanderer. A Griffin Rider, and other than that you just OTK with Benkei using your draw power and other stuff. But this is basically the deck. You want to run 3 Mata Zappa the Zapper. This is like budget Benkei. This allows you to attack twice. You want to run 2 Water Enchantresses, 3 Benkeis, which is every time you equip a card it gains additional attack. If you have a lot of attack on this guy can attack a lot of times and kill your OTK with your opponent even through a few monsters on board. This deck is really good against the current meta in the festival because it's a very low power, and you either get really quick wins or you get to just scoop really quickly because it's like a turn 2 or 3 deck, and you don't want to go further than that. That's why this is the quickest. You don't win you win a lot because of how hard people break sometimes, and how good you draw and stuff, because it's pretty consistent, I do have to say. And yeah, it's just really fast. You win quick and you scoop fast. This Anchamorph is a really good card for if you have no cards in your extra deck. You get to draw 1, and then this card is also another 1800 damage that you can special summon it again if you control no monsters. I mean, you can special summon it regardless anyway. Wandering Griffin, this is your Omni Negate with the Adventurer engine. You want to clear the board with Regeki, Harpy's Feather Duster. You want Rhoda or Reinforcements of Army to add one of your Benkeis to hand. 3 Pot of Desires to draw 2. You don't really mind banishing 10 cards because 10 cards is you're running 3 offs of a lot of equip cards, so you're usually gonna still have enough cards by the end, and also you want to run you're winning quickly, so you don't need those cards for the grinding game. You just want to draw them quickly and have more consistency of what 2 cards you're going to draw, because you're running a lot of 3 offs that you don't need. Lightning Storm also helps with the board clear. Rite of Aramis Mercer, this is your Adventurer engine. 3 Acts of Despairs, Mask of Brutality, another 1000 attack. This is a 1000 attack mage. Power is up to 2500 attack. Noble Arms Galatine, this is another 1000 attack. This is another 1000 attack. Bashing Shield, this is like a plus 2000 if you use 2000 life points. Having Noble Arms Clarion allows you to attack directly, so you don't have to go through any monsters. The second synergy of the Adventurer engine is because you get Draco back the Rideable Dragon, which you can also equip to your to your Benkei, which is another attack, or you can just you do it normally and equip it to one of your Adventurer tokens. And then we have 1 Faithful Adventurer, which will allow you to, which is the Adventurer token, which allows you to extend a little bit more wise. Adventurer so good at this, it allows you to go for a Omni Negate plus a little bit of board, and you can also extend your damage with the Adventurer tokens. In normal games you can extend into extra deck monsters with your Adventurer tokens as well. But yeah, this is the best deck. I'll go through some gameplay. The gameplay I'll be showing you guys will mainly be running pure Armed Samurais, but it's basically the same with the Adventurer token. It's just a little bit more consistent with the Adventurer engine, as you can cheese out some wins. When people see you discard Water Enchantress, they're like, I don't want to play against Adventurer, Jesus. But anyway, let's hop straight into it. So for generally the games, you want to go second, but sometimes you'll lose if you go second, right? Because they have like this amazing board of amazing stuff. But it's fine. In those cases, you just quickly scoop and go to the next one. That's why this deck is very, very fast at like farming points, you know. So because you scoop quickly if it's bad, and you win quickly when it's good. And yeah, that's pretty good. And people will just kind of surrender actually when you pod duality and they see a Benkei and they have no disruption. They just kind of will just scoop. But this guy didn't scoop, and I have a lot of damage in hand. I pick up the Harpy's Feather Duster just to clear his spell and traps. This will give his Sacred Beast a attack boost, but I don't mind because I have a really, really big Benkei with like loads of damage, 4,500 damage with 4 attacks. This was my first time playing with Benkei, and I didn't know that it's actually, he has his normal attack once and then plus how many equipped cards you have. So it's not how many this card attacks, how many times you have equipped cards, but it's just in general, just it gets additional attacks per equipped card, which is crazy. That's what the text said. As you can see, the games are very easy. You just, you know, kind of hope that the opponent turn 1 is not that good, which is commonly what happens because they are, you know, they're either memers or they're playing flow, and flow can brick very hard and sometimes. And yeah. Oh, also a quick reminder, if you're not running the Adventure engine, I highly recommend running Imperms and Ashes in place of those, because those will actually kill flow very quickly and easily. Here we just, you know, do the we just get out up, we use Rota to get Benkei, just so our Anchophromite won't draw into a brick, and then we just equip our guy with 2,500 damage, and we just attack him in the face 4 times, which is exact 10,000 damage. Amazing. Amazing. You kind of get the gist of the deck now. There are some intricate games where you have to think a little bit harder than this, which I got a few games to show you. The harder games kind of involve you not kind of well, you're forced to go turn 1, or you draw like complete break, you draw like 5 equipped spells and you don't get a drawing spell or one of your monsters. But those games are still relatively winnable. As long as your opponent also draws, I mean, as long as you just don't die and you draw the right cards before you die, you still have a chance. And yeah, usually I don't scoop until you know, I am dead on board. But sometimes if you're like short on time, you do want to just scoop, because there's very low chances that you are gonna win most of the times that you don't have a half decent hand. But as you can see, we're against Flu, and but this one's running, I think this is the loner deck, because he's got slower swallow, which is not a typical flow card. So this game should be easy, and we top decked our Armed Samurai. We go into Duality. I'm gonna pick up Mage Power. Mage Power is gonna be sick. I'm gonna Lightning Storm. I feel like I should have got rid of his back row, but I felt at this point that that he just didn't have anything, because he's running the loner deck. So I just went ham here. If this goes bad, I was very close to OTK in this guy, even without the extra 4 attacks. Like, I had 7,500 damage with double Mage Power, Psychic Blade, which was absolutely insane. But this guy shouldn't have anything. The loner deck's flow is good, but is not as powerful or as consistent as the regular flow deck. Snow, and he just scoops from there. I hope you guys are getting the general gist of how the deck plays. It's fairly simple, quite brain dead. That's why it's really nice as well. I only like recommending, you know, simple play decks. It's really strong as well. Like you go on like giga win streaks with this deck, and you just get loads of points. And then sometimes don't get disheartened when you get giga lose streaks, because it just happens. It just happens, guys. Even against this Egyptian god slime, which, you know, negates their attack, it was freaking crazy. Remember Egyptian god slime? If you attack it twice, it dies, basically. It can only use its effect once. And I'm just gonna go for the big damage, mage power. You can only equip one Galatine, which is unfortunate. Attack him in the face, second attack. I have 5 attacks in total. Third attack, I have to go into this Egyptian god slime. Next time I attack, 4th attack, and then 5th attack just gets him. Donks him. Easy. How does anyone stop this absolute power? Don't worry, I have lost my fair share of games. I'm only showing you guys the winning games. I mean, it's not very fun to show you the losing games because you just scoop it quickly. And hopefully you guys can identify when you should scoop and when you should keep on playing. But yeah, that's the general play style of this deck, and what you need to learn how to get good at to generally accelerate your grinding of points or medals or whatever they call it. But yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Just you draw the combo and you just generally win. This guy starts with an Adventurer Engine. This is gonna be the second most common deck other than Flow. You can win against the Adventurer Engine. It is a little bit tricky because their board is a little bit resilient, but you have to just bait out the Wandering Griffin Rider's Omni Negate on one of your on one of your crappier spells. E.g., like in this case for me, you have to bait it out on the Axe of Despair or the Mask of Brutality. If they get your Mage Power or Psychic Blade, it's you won't have enough damage. But firstly, because I drew into a draw, always draw first. I go into Pot of Duality. I'm trying to bait out his Griffin Rider, but he just doesn't want to do it. So I just get into my Benkei. Benkei is more damage than Metazar because this Metazar Zapper can only attack twice. And you can see here I'm trying to bait out his Griffin Rider on the Axe of Despair, which I did. But that was a pure mistake because I get Psychic Blade, which is even more damage, and then Mage Power, which is even more damage than the Axe of Despair. Remember, you have to attack twice because of Fateful Adventurer, but then it doesn't really matter for Benkei because he just keeps on attacking and even has enough lethal after using 2 attacks, which is absolutely crazy. Fast games, man, fast games. And this is my last game of the replay. Hopefully you guys been enjoying his videos. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what you think about Benkei. Also, his lore is very good if you're interested about Japanese folklore, where he basically 1v9, I mean not 1v9 but 1v900 a army. He was trying to collect all the Dragon Balls and I mean the samurai swords, not the Dragon Balls. And he was on his last sword, on his 1000th sword, and he died at the bridge. But he had to, you know, 1v900 some army, and that's why his picture looks like he's got loads of like arrows in him because he took them in the knee. This time I didn't get Benkei, but you can use Metazar Zapper the same way. It's the same thing. But you just only attack twice, so it's more likely if you can't attack directly, you probably won't be able to lethal him. But as you can see, Metazar Zapper does the same job, and is as good as Benkei if you draw the Noble Arms Clearing, which allows you to attack directly and ignore people's monsters. But anyway guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.